Alright guys, so day one, we made all our cuts and got the first quarter pipe framed and our first two flat grounds framed. There goes our first quarter pipe, and there goes our first, well not our first, but our two flat ground pieces.
Yeah. He's going for a, I believe it's going to be,
the flat ground pieces are 8 by 8.
It's going to be 14, plus 8, so 22 feet of skate surface, 16 feet wide, and then we're going to do like these extended 4-inch decks on each side, so we, got plenty of space to hang out on. But got to get all the tools out and get this little time lapse started.
Anyways, here we are getting the first quarter pipe, the full quarter pipe. We're attaching the second quarter pipe, making it a full complete 16-foot wide one. But back to what I was saying, we did 8 by 8 for the flat grounds. It's going to be 8 by 16, and the transitions are 7-foot transitions. I didn't do the rope trick just because I didn't trust the sturdiness of a rope and bouncing back and forth. So I just did the old 2x4 trick, measured it out to 7 foot and went ahead and drilled a hole in the 2x4 and had a straight line, for the transition. But here we are getting the other side put up. This is the third quarter pipe. We're finishing up, framing it up, and here is almost a full ramp, minus a quarter pipe. But yeah, went together fairly fast.
We are almost there, my friends. Almost fucking got it. You could have a little hut right there.
But we ran into some issues whenever we were laying out the plywood, and I'll get into that when we start, I guess, laying out the plywood. But here we are framing up the final quarter pipe on day 3. But again, yeah, one of the problems we ran into was the spacing. I did not take into account for connecting them and having 2 of them put together. So whenever we butted the plywood up to 1, it threw it off on the other side. So luckily we caught this on one side and fixed it on the other. So on the other side, it was literally off by 1.5 inches when it would go to land on a stud. So we had to make a few scabs. But here we are finishing up the 4th quarter pipe and all the framing minus the decks. But yeah, 16-foot wide. The transitions and the flat ground is 22 foot long. We use 3.5-inch screws. Here it is, all done framing wise except for the decks. We thought we were really getting somewhere. I honestly thought we were like halfway done, but we were not. We were like maybe a third of the way there. Here are we getting the first deck framed up and put together. It's all finished and complete, 16 by 4. We got one more side to go, and then we could start laying down the plywood. Here we are, me and Seven got together on day 4, a little early than the other days. We had some weird work schedules to where we could all line up and actually get a team out there because it's really hard. I couldn't imagine doing this alone. So yeah, here we are getting the final deck framed up. Here goes Trey. Trey showing up from work. Like I said, a team is always easier than, less people, of course. More hands, the more merrier it is. Teamwork makes the dream work, they said. So here we are. I just got some Taco Bell from Trey and his wife. Had to eat a lunch break
7-Eleven
or a dinner break.
I'm in the deck.
Yeah, finishing the final deck. We did run into a few problems, like I mentioned, with the spacing on one side. We did run out of screws at one point in time, and that's always a frustration, having to stop in the middle of the project and go. Luckily, Trey ran out and got them.
Boards. This is real speed, brethren.
That's why the other side's not attached. We're waiting on the screw man.
Yeah, we're about to waiting on the screw man, and we're gonna tie the other side in, so I don't have to keep climbing up and down. But we're getting there, guys. About to get the deck finished, and then we'll get the deck, actually the deck boards on there, and get the plywood put on once we get the skate light. We're waiting on the GatorSkins or the skate light or whatever they're getting. You know what I'm saying?
So I did miss day 5. Accidentally grabbed the wrong battery and the GoPro was dead, so we did not get any footage. And that probably was the most crucial of the days. We got both layers of the 3/8 inch plywood put down, which was a lot harder than expected. And then we got the coping put on. And I did miss that, and I apologize, guys.
Yes, sir. Just try to put it right in that hole. No homo. Yes, sir.
Here we are. Here we are prepping and installing the GatorSkins. So to prep them, we drilled them out with a 3/16 inch bit, and then we went ahead and countersink them with a 1/2 inch bit, and just enough for the screw to hide down and sit flush. But here we are installing the final layer of the ramp. We're installing them with 1.5 inch screws. They are deck screws as well, so.
Pull them out of my ass. You getting good at this, though. Reload! I've been shot in the head.
Whatever.
Like I said, getting the final layer of the GatorSkins installed. It is a process. You gotta get them prepped, and then you gotta install them. We are using a deck spacer, a little 1/8 inch spacer that we've been using to space out the plywood and the GatorSkins, just to give it room to expand and contract with the weathering outside. We are in Florida. It does get super humid. We get hurricanes, you know, but this thing was built to last. They also are going to be covering it whenever they don't use it, just to take extra care of it. You know, he did make a big investment in this ramp, and I will be putting together a final cost in the description, along with, you know, like a material list and a tool list, guys. But this is very doable. Anybody can do this. It just takes having some tools and getting a team.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing.
I was wondering why you weren't saying anything.
I was questioning myself.
Yeah, I had the GoPro going. That's the only reason I was tweaking with you.
Oh, nice. It's on camera.
Sorry, bro.
Hi, I'm an idiot.
Nice guy.
That's an idiot. There's another screw there, I swear.
But yeah, having a team is very crucial to bend the plywood, to help place the plywood. But yep, just repeating the process of, you know, getting it spaced correctly and getting it drilled out and installed. Here we are making our cuts for one side, and then here we are installing the last sheet. surface all done. All we gotta do is mark and make the last cut, like we're doing here. Here he is. He's providing some extra and skate time. So this was
Finally finished it, guys.
very rewarding.
Still gonna put this last board on. Other than that,
Father and son breaking in the first run on the ramp,
Here you go, Trey.
which is super awesome. It is Father's
Here you
Day.
go, Rowan.
Happened to be the day we finished, which was really awesome. So getting a skate session on the first night the ramp is running was really cool. Then this is National Skate Day. Figured I'd do a day 7 where we actually get a nice little skate session. Super stoked to have been invited, and just super stoked to be part of the process. This was a dream of mine to build a mini ramp. Now I know I could do it for myself and my kids whenever that time comes. But again, if I could do it, anybody can do it, guys. Just like I said, you just might need some tools and a helping hand, and you got this, guys.
Let's get a little kick turn in there, Rowan.
But the GatorSkins
You
make
got it, bro.
everything. It's a game changer.
There you go. Nice. Let's go. You said try, more like you're gonna do it. That guy's getting up to the coping. You're getting up there.
But yeah, no, 3 people on it once was super cool. It is a massive ramp, and it was super fun to be a part of, just the process. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, give me a like, a subscribe, and if you have any questions, just hit the comments down below, and I'll get back to you guys. But again, thanks for watching.